Hello guys, in this video I'll be talking about how to play the map Abyss. It's a brand new map with a brand new map design. A lot of people are gonna be wondering how to play this map in ranked, and I'm gonna show you how to play this map as the character JETT. I'm gonna show you a lot of pathings that you can do as a main way of playing the character. If you are new to this game or if you are an intermediate player, you will learn a lot from this video. If you have a hard time in ranked in general, go check out my other JETT guides. They teach you a lot about the fundamentals of the character and a lot about the advanced fundamentals about the character. I go in depth. If you are struggling a lot and you want coaching, go check out my Discord. I do coaching. Right now I have a deal where you can get free coaching by just inviting 5 friends to the Discord server. You can choose between either a live session or a VOD review. Go check it out in the link in the description and enjoy. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk a little bit general about the map. This map is extremely huge. You're gonna see a lot of attack side. It's gonna be very strong for attack side because of the extremely huge map. Just like on Breeze and on the other big maps like Haven, it's very easy for the attack side attackers to lurk and to play around the map to catch enemy rotations and catch timings. So this is gonna be a very attack side map. The first path I want you to try to take as JETT is this B main choke. You obviously clear this with your util, maybe a drone or a dart, but you don't really need a lot of utility for this, because as a defender, if you're peeking right here, like, it's very, very hard to hold. They also have to run all the way here. So this area, I don't want you to use too much utility. You could use the smoke or pop your dash early if you really need and they're fighting for it, but a lot of the time, a jump spots will be enough. After that, you'll come over here, where you have to be careful of the operator, okay? Okay, guys? This map is huge. They're gonna be opping every single round. So the first entry path I want you to take is try to smoke this position right here, because this position right here blocks 7 and blocks any people on rafter or under holding. So if you scale up with this smoke, it's extremely strong, guys. Okay, if you have a harbor or a ISO, they can wall up, which is even better. But just smoking right here is very easy, because then you can after dash over here and make the space. Okay, so again, this initial smoke right here is just so you can scale up right here, dash into your smoke and check to the right side. Okay, now you're in a position where it's much easier to execute on sites. If there's anyone peeking here at all, you will just kill them very easily. Obviously, you'll have flash or darts. If your teammates die, it's also very easy to trade because of the way that this map works. So that's going to be the first entry path, guys. The second entry path will be over towards this jump up right here. This jump up is really strong, and I think it's actually not considered very strong, but I think it's going to be very strong. And the main reason for this is because it's such an easy angle to clear right here, especially if you know they can't have op, and you can jump on the silent. Like, even with your gun out, you can jump on the silent right here, which in itself is really strong. The second thing that's really strong about this jump, guys, is that you can actually see extremely far out to the left right here. So you can clear this angle and clear almost all the way to the left on this box right here without the enemies noticing. And why is this very strong? Well, let's say if your teammates are pushing up fast, right? And you go over here, you clear this, you just jump over without making sound right here. I did make sound, but without making sound, and you can just lurk up over here and have all your utility for even a deeper push. So if your team is dying a lot on the executes, if you're having a hard time on the executes, doing this type of play can be really strong. Also, this place right here also makes it very easier to plant right here, because if you plant in this position, it's not only very easy for your attacking teammates to spam this box or to play here or window, it's also actually possible to see it from this position right here. And nobody will expect this, guys. Okay, if you are in ranked and you plant here and you peek like this, who are gonna go on the diffuser and look here? Okay, it's just an extremely strong spot. So that's the two main pathings I want you to experiment on B, which is gonna be the main thing. Also, it's very important to notice this window right here is extremely dangerous if as an attacker. Okay, if you don't, this map is huge, and if you don't have any sentinel utility or anyone holding middle right here, the defenders can push up while you are executing and get into the flank and killing your teammates in the back. So be careful if you're taking your time a lot on B main. Be careful to have some utility, or just be aware of the push in the back. Okay, now for the A site execute. it's the same principles as in a B. It's very easy to take the mains, okay? The defenders can't really fight for B because it's extremely open, right? There's not a lot of angles they can play behind, and you can just clear one angle at a time right here, which means that you will have most of the time your utility for the A site execute, okay? So how do we execute on the A site? Well, the first one I want you to do is clear angles like this, okay? Free angles. If you have a smoke here and here, I want you to do this execute right here, okay? Smoke right here, dash up right, clear close left, close right, and land on your smoke. Now, when you're inside your smoke right here, smoke again right here, so you can jump up on this box, okay, guys? If you're on this box right here, it's extremely strong, because it means that if you're a defender right here, or defender anywhere around this box, they can't actually see you, because the box actually is so big that it covers you. So if you're in the smoke right here, you will hear from your teammates where they're dying from, where the scans are, where the enemies are throwing their utility from, and it's very easy to run around this box right here and kill them, guys, okay? So that's the first entry path I want you to try to experiment with. It's extremely strong. Now, remember to have smokes here, and ask your controller to smoke in these positions if you want to do this execute. Now, for the second pathing, it's actually very interesting pathing, and you have to come all the way over across here, so you need some utility or at least some trading potential if you want to cross this box right here. But if you have multiple duelists on your team and they want to push out main, you can do this play right here, which is gliding around like this and jumping here, guys, okay? This is very strong in case there's a player right here playing close, or a player anywhere close to the choke, because it means that the people pushing out here, let's say you have a Reina pushing out with a flash, they will make so much sound that these people won't realize it, okay? They will never realize it here, because just trust me, there's so much chaos, they will never realize it. You can also use a dash for this, okay? Jump like this, take the space, and then dash across, okay? And you just get so much space, right? So, okay? So remember, when you do this execute, it's much better to have a smoke close and close here, and it's most of the time it's not the best play. Most of the time it's better to use this execute right here. But in certain scenarios where you think they have they will play close to the choke, this play can work pretty well with the smoke right here to block you from the far, and the smoke on this rope to block you from the cross. So yeah, that's the two main path I want you to take on A. Obviously, you can also just use a smoke like this, right? This will always work, but it's a bit better to do this on this box in my opinion, because you get a better, like, you can isolate fights easier, and you're not in the middle of the open where every single angle can shoot you. You're actually behind cover. Even though it doesn't sound like it, you're actually behind cover because of this box right here, okay? Also, when you're in this box right here, the most dangerous thing will be backside right here. So be aware, if you don't hear anyone close, you can always just jump back and play with your teammates here, instead of actually just swinging out like a monkey. So be aware, sometimes if there's no one close, there's probably people backside, so just be aware of that. Now, for the middle, what do we do in middle here, you might ask? Well, in my opinion, you do absolutely nothing. This middle sucks. It's very open. It's gonna be very hard. But in my opinion, this middle will be used mostly for lurking, okay? Lurking, making pressure on the enemies, etc. Sometimes you will have maybe a sentinel trying to lurk and get this space right here. And sometimes also, if you have an op, it can be a good place to look for a pick, okay? But in general, I think this map will be best for executing as jets onto the sites and taking A and B fast, just like on Pearl B site, or on any other site which is very fast, because I think this is a very easy site map for the attackers to execute fast on. Now, for the defender side, how do I play the defender side? Well, again, this map is very huge and have a lot of long-range angles, guys, so abuse the operator, okay? Abuse the operator, use the levitation. There's a lot of levitation. I'm gonna show a picture of all the angles you can play on screen right now, but just as a general idea, use the levitation, use all of these different angles, off angles, and play differently every single run, guys. This will make your up so extremely scary for the enemies, and they have to respect it extremely much, especially on the side of B. These are just some examples of where you can play, okay? There are a lot of things you can do on B. When you come to mid, there's also extremely strong for the operator. You can play down here, you can go close to this box, you can go up here, play an angle like this, or even an angle like this, or even an angle like this, okay? So all the sides, A as well, is very strong. A is probably the least good spot for an operator, but you can always go for an aggressive angle like this. You can go maybe even sometimes wide like this, and they might not expect it. And if you are extremely freaky and you like to troll your ranked games, you can also do a play like this. Get a kill here, and then do this. This can work extremely well if you abuse it correctly, but obviously the last one is pretty risky. Also, using this box right here to your advantage is extremely important. Playing on top of this box is actually much better than you think, especially if you have like a one-way smoke or something to help you. Getting a kill and dropping down, it will always work, guys. You think it might be a bit scary because they can kill you, but in my honest opinion, guys, this will work a lot, guys. This will work a lot. You get a kill, you just drop down with the operator. You can also play up here, but be ready to get smoked out. Playing close in angles like this with the one-way, or angles like this with one-way, is also really good on Jett, because you can always get out, like, right? You can get out like this. You can get out back here, right? It's very easy to get out. So playing close here with a Vandal or with the operator is also really strong. So yeah, as a general note, on defense, just be everywhere on the map, guys. You abuse the operator, use the long-range angles, and you should be good, guys. Another thing, guys, don't be too aggressive on this map, guys, okay? If you are a defender and you die, it's extremely bad for your team, because it's such long rotations and it's very hard for your team to retake, right? Like, let's say the enemy actually get this plant right here. It's very easy for them to play back here and just spam, or the same goes over here. It's very easy for them to spam, especially on the B site area of the map. The attackers will have a very easy time to play post-plant, guys. So be sure not to die in this map, guys. Don't overheat as you can do on other maps, because it will punish your team very hard. This position right here for the attackers is also very strong, which means if you go way too aggressive in A main and you die, you basically give the enemies a free plant right here, or right here, as I went over, and it's extremely hard for your team to play against 5 Odins standing here just spamming, right? So that's just a rule of thumb, guys. Don't be too aggressive. Very important to stay all over the map and be unpredictable, but don't be over aggressive, guys, okay?